taking a really intensive look at the state of youth sports.
That's right. We actually surveyed parents at Today.com and found that nearly 90% of them worry about concussions if their children play contact sports. So how do you minimize the danger? Stephanie Gosk, who is working hard this morning, is back with a bit of a different story. Hi again.
Hi. Thanks, guys. This is an important one. You know, head injuries have been front and center in the conversation about youth sports for years, with parents often sorting through conflicting information or not enough information at all. We spoke with coaches, doctors, and parents and discovered that although we are doing better to protect our children's heads, awareness is not where it should be. And many experts say we need to do more. A Tuesday night just outside of Chicago, the Addison Cowboys practice under the lights. The youth league, with players starting as young as 5 years old, has been around for 60 years. Ron Maxwell has coached for 20 of them.
5-6 years ago, we had 12 teams, so it was 266 kids in helmets out here.
And tonight?
We have 98. That's it.
It's a huge drop.
It's a huge drop.
Parents are worried about head injuries, which is why the Addison Cowboys have changed their hard-hitting practices.
And we hit occasionally, but we don't hit too often.
A recent study estimated that as many as 2 million sports-related concussions are suffered by children under the age of 18 every year. In recent years, the number of diagnosed concussions has shot up, suggesting we are getting better at identifying the symptoms. But is it enough?
The idea that we have this concussion issue under control is a myth.
Chris Nowinski, a former pro wrestler who has battled multiple head injuries, co-founded the Concussion Legacy Foundation.
We're still not recognizing all the concussions that happen.
And research shows it's not just the big hits that impact the brain.
That repetitive subconcussive injury, where you may not even feel it, adds up over time. The brain is not meant to take 500 or 1,000 hits to the head while you're still developing.
Do you think parents have a false sense of security that if it's not labeled a concussion, then their child is fine?
Yes, and I blame we doctors for it.
Dr. Bennett Omalu, author of Truth Doesn't Have a Side, discovered the degenerative brain disease known as CTE. The forensic pathologist who was portrayed by Will Smith in the movie Concussion stirs up controversy.
If you place a helmet on the head of a child and take that child to a field and he suffers repeated blows to his head, over time, that child suffers brain damage. If that is not the definition of child abuse, what is it?
Omalu says children should not play football, ice hockey, rugby, lacrosse, and soccer, at least not until high school. But what are we supposed to do? Wrap our kids up in mattresses and keep them in their bedrooms for their entire lives? There has to be something that we can do. What should kids play?
The healthy sports, the non-contact sports.
But Esther Lovett, a high school senior who lives outside Boston, wouldn't trade a day of playing a sport she loves.
I'm so thankful for all of my time that I spent playing soccer.
Lovett will never play again after a concussion she suffered in the 8th grade.
A girl took a shot on goal and nailed me kind of in the back of the head.
With the ball?
With the ball, yeah. And I was really nauseous, pretty dizzy. Couldn't really see very well. I played the rest of the game. I just didn't really know any better.
The concussion led to a condition that gets very little public attention: post-concussion syndrome.
I don't think I sat through an entire class the rest of that year.
Describe to me what it felt like.
Just like awful headaches. Seeing the board, it was just like kind of blurring in and out.
The severe symptoms lasted months. Compounding the problem, Esther banged her head again on the stairs. Years later, she is still suffering from daily headaches.
Did you ever have any idea that that was in jeopardy, playing that game?
Never would have occurred to us.
In Addison, this group of football moms is out here every night, every practice.
That is some serious dedication. It's fun to watch.
They told me they worry about the hits, but feel the benefits of playing the sport outweigh the risks.
I mean, speaking to my own pediatrician, he was for us playing football.
Over the years playing football, I feel like that's given him confidence to kind of grow into himself. He's not as afraid as he used to be.
If these kids weren't out here right now playing football, what do you think they'd be doing?
They'd be on the couch at home. And, you know, as a parent, you don't want your kid to be on the couch all day long. You'd rather have them out here.
So what precautions should parents take talk to your child's pediatrician, understand all the potential risks, and make sure that there are appropriate measures to limit danger. You can also consider non-contact sports like track and field or swimming. And here's an interesting sign of the times. According to our Today.com survey, now only 36% of parents say they would let their 10-year-old play tackle football. How about those numbers, guys?
Wow. Flag football, more and more popular than
flag
it ever
football,
has been.
But incredible to see the ramifications for the young lady and soccer player. I mean, unexpected. Thank you.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.